welcome to the Head First Podcast. My name is Colby. And silence for where Jane should be. Guys, Jane couldn't make this episode of the podcast. I'm alone, and oh god, it's weird. And this is probably going to be like a 4-minute episode because I'm not good at talking and being alone, but we'll figure it out. But Jane is currently in the process of like moving and all sorts of stuff. She's crazy busy, and I figured because we were late last week, rather than let it be basically a whole month before we got another podcast out, I thought I would do it alone. I really don't plan on doing this too often. I don't like it. I miss her already. I'm sad. As terrible as she is, I miss her lots and lots. But we're going to do this alone, and we're still going to have a good time. It's going to be great. You just got me for far too long. But anyways, this is probably going to be a short episode anyways, because it was very light on news. Oh, well, I guess before I start on the news, I should talk to you guys about what was going on in my week, because we always do that. First of all, something really cool happened. Okay, so one of the radio stations that I listen to, it's like in my city, is Live 101.5. It's like a very popular station, plays all the hits. And so they announced a thing called Jingle Bash that they do, which is kind of like Jingle Ball. There's a bunch of artists and stuff. And so I went last year, so I was really excited. So I was like, oh, the announcement came, and I realized I wasn't following one of the morning show people. So I went and followed him. His name is Anish. And then like 45 minutes later, I get a tweet from him as a response to my last tweet about the podcast saying, like, pause, I really enjoyed listening to this. Like, what? Oh my, like, it was the coolest thing. A radio host was telling me that he liked our podcast, and I immediately texted Jane. I was like, Jane, go look at Twitter. But I don't know, really cool, really awesome. I was really happy about that and wanted to share that with you guys. So that was really cool. What else? Oh yeah, I'm going to Disney in a matter of, well, when this goes up, I will be in Disney. It's lit. I'm having a great time. I guarantee it. I'm going to Disney. I'm very excited about that. And I think that's really it. Nothing else too big is going on in my life. Just living the dream, working at Target. But okay, anywho, very light news week. In fact, I sat here for kind of a while thinking what to talk about. So then I thought about, hey, first topic, fall shows. So all of the fall shows are starting back up again. And I'm just going to kind of talk about what I'm really excited for, or what has started that I'm already loving. So I'm just going to basically talk about my favorite fall shows that are premiering so far. So I guess I will start out with the ones that have already premiered, and I'll start with Survivor. If you guys don't know, I am reality TV garbage. I love reality TV, all sorts of reality TV. My favorite show is Big Brother. But I absolutely love Survivor, and they just started a new season. And it was actually, the theme is like Gen X versus Millennials. And Gen X has already made me roll my eyes into the back of my head like 18,000 times. Because like, basically the first episode was an hour about how Millennials don't have work ethic. But then they beat them. Like the Millennials beat the Gen X, and I was like, take that, you little bitches. I was really excited about that. But it's really good so far. Like, it's a really interesting concept with Gen X versus Millennials. And I'm not gonna lie, there's some annoying as shit millennials, but I'm still rooting for millennials all the way. But it's really good so far, and I'm really enjoying it. Another one that I am watching is the show that we were all sure was going to be canceled, Scream Queens. This show is pure garbage, and I love it. It's so good. It is like the campiest show. It's so dumb. And they just started their second season. I really do recommend watching it. I don't know. It's for a particular audience. I don't think many straight males love that show too much. I absolutely adore it. I originally just started watching last season because of Ariana Grande, because she's my favorite thing ever. And then spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. She died in the second episode and then came back as a ghost for one episode. So she was not in this show like at all. But that's why I originally started watching, and then I actually just liked it enough that I kept watching. It's on the second season now. Keke Palmer's in it, and let me just tell you, I'm so happy that Keke Palmer is getting work. But like Kirstie Alley's in it. Taylor Laut, all John Stamos, Taylor Lautner, all sorts of cool people are in it. First episode was really good. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! I think Chanel 5 died? I don't know. I'm recording this on Wednesday, so the new episode will air tonight. So I'm really sad. I don't know if she did. Everybody hates her, but I absolutely love her, so I really hope she doesn't die. But, so yeah, Scream Queens, and then what else okay, so I'm really excited for Scandal. That's like probably my second favorite show ever. I love Scandal. But How to Get Away with Murder already started, and oh wow, what a jam-packed premiere. What a jam-packed premiere. I just sound like a walking advertisement this first 5 minutes. Here's all the shows you should watch. Promise I'm not sponsored. No, like, it was so jam-packed with, like, surprises and crazy twists. Like, the format of that show, kind of, is how they do it, is, like, they start every season with something that happens that's real bad late into the season, and then go, like, back in time and show how they got there. I don't even... I'm trying not to curse as much this episode. That's really hard. So I'm trying here. But anyways, I don't even know what's happening, like, in the later part. Like, I don't even know what the big tragedy was. All I know is that some shit went down. There we go. I cursed already. God damn it. Oh, there it is again. But How to Get Away with Murder. So good. So yeah, I'm watching that and I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Scandal to start. Guys, if you don't watch Scandal, I recommend go watch it on Netflix. I got in trouble at my old job. I used to work at AMC for watching this on Netflix in the middle of my shift. Like, I would be at register, like, just watching Netflix. Like, I was such a terrible employee there. I hated that job. But I got in trouble for watching Netflix. I could not stop myself long enough. I finished, like, I probably watched in total, probably a whole season in total at work. At, like, a minimum of, like, 8 or 9 episodes. Like, it was bad. It was so bad. And it wasn't even, like, always, like, it would sometimes be at night, like, you know, like 10 p.m. when no one's there. It wasn't always. Like, it was not always at night. Sometimes it was just straight up in the middle of the day. I think you can hear the jingling of my dogs as they walk around, so just, like, pardon that sound. Funny thing is that now that Jane's moving, the podcast is going through a weird transitional period. I don't know where we're going to record. It's going to be weird. We'll figure it out, though. It'll be weird for a few episodes, though. It might be, like, just me, or just Jane, or, like, her over Skype. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. But anyways, so Scandal is starting soon. I highly recommend that on Netflix. What else do we got? Big Brother Over the Top. So if you guys don't know, like, if you follow me on Twitter, you know, because I'm a mess and don't stop tweeting about it. Big Brother is, like, my favorite show. Quick rundown. Every single summer there's a season. 16 people move into a house. They compete to win power for the week. Basically, at the end of the week, 2 people are up to go home, and the house votes on who goes home. Winner ends up with $500,000, and there's live feeds, meaning you can watch it 24/7. It's lit. It takes over my summer. I'm a walking Big Brother advertisement, literally, the entire summer, because I'm just everyone I've ever met. Hey, do you watch Big Brother? Because you should. Like, everybody I know or have ever spoken to ever. It's really great. But they're doing a thing where, because how you watch the feeds is basically through Big Brother or CBS Live Access. Or All Access. Wow, I just botched that. Big Brother, I mean CBS All Access, it's their app. You pay $6, I think, for like the month or something. You can watch like all their different shows, like all sorts of stuff, and the live feeds. They're doing a weird thing. It's actually starting today, so Wednesday is when I'm recording this. They're starting Big Brother Over the Top, which is a fall season that's on CBS All Access only. And like, listen, this past season of Big Brother was the longest season ever. It was 99 days. I'm so Big Brothered out. And I really don't want to watch this season, but they're bringing back one of my favorite Housecast from 2 seasons ago, and guess what I'm doing? I'm watching Big Brother Over the Top, and I don't know why they're doing this. I'm so overloaded with Big Brother. It's like ridiculous, but it should be good. I highly recommend that too. I think that's really it for fall shows. I've said this a few times. I don't really mention it too often though. If you guys ever want to like chat or talk about like, hey, like, what are your favorite fall shows? You can always email us at, I think it's headfirstpodcast@gmail.com. Let me check. Maybe it's just headfirstpod. It's headfirstpod@gmail.com. If you ever want to message us on there and you have a topic you want to talk about, or you want to respond to something we've said, or you just want to tell me your fall shows, I will read it on the next podcast, and like we'll discuss it. It'll be lit. I know we have like 3 viewers, but hey, if you're interested, headfirstpod@gmail.com. But anyways, I think that is actually it for fall shows. I don't have anything else. Really excited for Scandal. I don't know, all sorts of shows. Oh, Gotham's so good. And Gotham has the girl who plays Mulan in Once Upon a Time in it, and I'm crying. But Gotham is fantastic. I highly recommend that. Once Upon a Time. I just kind of went over mainly what has already started, though Gotham did start, and it's already fantastic. Once Upon a Time, I'm super excited for. But, yeah, so there was 10 minutes of me advertising shows. Seriously, though, go watch them. They're all so good. I think that's it for what I'm watching. Yeah, make sure to email what you're watching. And I guess we'll jump into our second topic. Okay, so our most important topic, our second topic is... Okay, this is just really quick, but guys... Okay, so you know, like, candy corn? And then, like, you know, like, the pumpkins that sometimes come with candy corn? That's basically just, like, 3 candy corns, like, plopped on top of each other. I have a bag of just the pumpkins right now, and I'm, like, salivating. They're so good. Okay, anywho... Alright, so our actual second topic is, like I said, this was a really light news week. There was almost nothing in music. There was really, like, honestly nothing to talk about. So, I thought I would go back. We did this a few episodes ago in kind of a different way. But basically, I'm going to go over the Nintendo NX is their newest piece of hardware. Coming out soon, in March, actually. But basically... so their latest hardware, the Wii U, flopped miserably, and it was terrible and sad. So they're already moving on to their next thing, which is the NX, and they announced it like a year ago. But we also still have absolutely no idea what it is, which is fantastic. Again. So basically, I'm gonna go over the rumor mill, which is what we know, kind of like what's like confirmed but not really confirmed, and kind of talk about like all my feelings and thoughts on it. So we're going to jump in with, like, it's been heavily rumored that it's actually going to be, even though they've said this is not a successor to the Wii U or the 3DS at all, basically it is going to be a successor to the Wii U and 3DS in the fact that it's actually going to be a handheld and a home console, in the sense that the home console is going to have, like, detachable controllers and, like, a docking station that you can basically play all the games from home, or basically take it on the go and play it kind of like a DS. And in my opinion, this rumor, it's almost been confirmed, because the CEO of the Pokemon Company, which isn't like 100% Nintendo owned, but it's pretty much Nintendo owned, said that the NX is going to be changing how home consoles and basically like handheld consoles work. But basically, if I'm going to take I'm pretty sure he slipped that info on accident, and he also said that they will be developing games for the NX, like, yes, queen. But in my opinion, this rumor that it's a handheld and a home console together is absolutely fantastic. One of the biggest problems that they had with the Wii U is that there were no games. Like, for like half a year, there would be just no games, and then one big one. That was like one of their major problems, and that is a problem that the 3DS does not have. It still doesn't have. It never really did have, except for the first few months. And I think that condensing all of their games basically onto one console, like how the 3DS was heavily favored here, I think that is going to help them tremendously, because what that is going to allow them to do basically is to have a steady stream of games at all times, as opposed to like one every 3 months, which is a horrible strategy that they employed with the Wii U because Nintendo is not very smart sometimes, we all know that. But there's also another rumor going around, I mentioned this in the last one, that there is going to be a Mario game, a Pokemon game, and that's actually developed by Game Freak, which is the main series games, and a Zelda game, all within the first 6 months of the console's lifespan. I think this is an awesome idea. We already know Zelda's going to be on there on launch day, most likely. It would be tremendously idiotic if they didn't have it on launch day. Because they really need software. That was, like I said, a problem with the Wii U. And I think it would probably help maybe a little bit if they give us, an actual Metroid game like the fans have been asking for like 7 years. So maybe that might help a little bit, like a smidgen. That, I think probably a re-release of Smash Bros. For Wii U with like all the DLC and maybe like a few more DLC characters. That would not hurt at all. I think they really just need to have the ball rolling right out of the gate here. Basically, as I said over and over and over, it comes down to software. It's something that they didn't have with the Wii U that they're going to need to have with the NX. And another really promising thing is that Ubisoft, one of the heads, actually said that the NX is a really interesting system that they're looking forward to working with. Which, it's a good thing, because they need the third-party support. If they're gonna succeed in this era, they need first-party support, they need third-party support. Thing is, though, Ubisoft, with the Wii U, was talking about how great it is and how they're totally gonna be working with it. That faded very, very quickly. And, we know Just Dance is coming out for it. Let's be honest, Just Dance isn't a console mover. But really, they just need to work with these parties. And another thing that this comes down to is pure power. And Nintendo a long time ago said that they're giving up on competing head-to-head with Microsoft and Sony. They can't continue to ignore them. They basically act as if Microsoft and Sony aren't even competitors, as if they're not viable rivals. Thing is, Microsoft and Sony are both beating them, and the Wii U had a huge lead on coming into the 7th generation. Is it 7th or is it 8th? I don't know. New console generation, like a year and a half early. They are still losing by a large margin, and it has to become clear to them at some point this isn't something that they can continue to ignore, because it's becoming ever and ever clear that they need to compete if they want any chance of succeeding. And as much as we know that they love it, it's hugely important that they move away from the Wii branding with the NX. With the Wii U, one of the major reasons it was such a commercial failure, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, it was a huge commercial failure, is the fact that a lot of people didn't even know it was a new console. That naming, the Wii U, people thought like it was just some sort of addition or add-on to the Wii that they didn't need. And while I still think they're definitely going to be sticking with Miiverse and, Miis and everything, moving away from the Wii brand is something huge. And honestly, I'm a little bit worried. I think that this can be a really great console, and I think it's going to have some great games at launch. And the Pokemon game, I don't know if it's going to be, Pokemon like Stars, like the third game in the set of Sun and Moon. I don't know what it's going to be, but I think they have some really awesome opportunities here coming up with software. And software is going to be probably the biggest factor in determining if this console is going to succeed or if it's going to fail. And obviously, as the ridiculous, monstrous Nintendo fanboy that I am, I of course want them to succeed. And they've got their work cut out for them, honestly. The things they've been pulling, just with even with Metroid Federation Force and Paper Mario Color Splash, their fans they're angry. I'm angry. Honestly, they've given me nothing to. There was no reason for buying my Wii U, honestly. Every single game noteworthy that's come out for it has also gone on the 3DS. They're porting Yoshi's Woolly World is coming to the 3DS. There's no reason basically at this point to even have a Wii U, and I was so excited when this console came out. There was no reason for it, and they're completely abandoning Wii U users. One of the only known games to be coming out is Paper Mario Color Splash, a game that the fan base, including me, hates, cannot stand, and they've got to work to get their customers back. I'm probably going to be one of the day one buyers for the NX. I have high hopes for it, but they've got to pretty much take every step correctly. They can't really misfire here. And this is really going to be a turning point for the company, and it's going to decide pretty much the future for them, honestly. And it's just going to be interesting to see how it all plays out, you know? I'm hoping everything goes well, and I hope that they can maybe, get some footing, especially with the PS4 Pro and the Xbox Scorpion coming out. Those are two huge releases that, have not been completely positive, but they are two huge releases too, and it just shows how cutting edge and how much more powerful consoles are getting. And I mean, I think we can it's safe to assume at this point that the NX is not going to be as powerful as the Scorpion or the PS4 Pro. And they've really just got to show that they can deliver great software on this system. And that's what this is going to come down to. But, hoping for the best, and I guess we'll just see. Alright, guys. So, as you know, at the end of every podcast, we do our little, ending, narrative, cute thing me and Jane always do. Thing is, I'm very uncreative, and she almost exclusively is always the one to come up with that. So I just realized after I finished talking about Nintendo, I don't have one. So I thought what a good idea would kind of be is to do basically one of those YouTube tags. I'm gonna do the Get to Know Me tag. And I promise I'm not reading this off a website. The Get to Know You tag is one of the most popular tags on YouTube right now. This tag has 25 questions that allow your viewers or your friends to get to know you a lot better, from personal questions, your favorite things, and more. So, we're gonna do that, because I don't know what else to do. So I'm just gonna fire off these questions like rapid fire. It's gonna be lit, and we're gonna have a great time. Alright, so question 1, what is your middle name? Richard. What is your favorite color? Everybody's favorite, yellow. I know. I'm totally unoriginal because everybody's favorite color is yellow. Listen, shut the fuck up. I love yellow and everyone hates it. Who was your first best friend? Ooh, I guess it would be this girl. I'm still friends with her today. Her name is Caitlin. And we had like a big falling out in like second grade. Second grade drama. But we're good now. And we're friends again, so it's pretty great. We just became friends like last year, actually. We reconnected. How tall are you? I'm a monster. I'm 6'3". It's completely ridiculous. Cats or dogs? I love both, but cats. Funniest moment throughout school? Oh god, I don't even know. I'm such an unfun person. The story I told you guys, the embarrassing stories about me falling in the courtyard, is pretty funny. Or when everyone found out I was gay. A lot of girls got really excited about that. How many countries have you visited? None. Are you in/gone to college? I'm going to ASU. What was your favorite/worst subject in high school? Okay, in like second grade, math was my shit. And then in high school, it was no longer. I'm so bad at math at this point. Favorite is English because I'm a good writer. Favorite drink? Ooh, like the Simply Lemonade brand? Simply Limeade is lit. Like, it's so good. I don't really know what it is. I can't explain it to you. I just really enjoy it. Favorite animal? I like cats. I like beavers. I really like beavers. It's weird. Oh my god, I don't even know. I have so many favorite animals. I have penguins, turtles, monkeys. Platypi. But I like ducks. I like ducks. Ducks are cool. I like ferrets too. I like pigs. I want to get like a little pig. I like ostriches. Ostriches are cool. What is your favorite perfume? Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday is something that was sent from the gods. Guys, I wore it. I wore a female women's perfume. And I only stopped wearing it because I ran out. It wasn't because it was like, Colby, you're wearing a woman's perfume. I ran out. I was very upset about it. And I don't have enough money to buy a new one, but as soon as I do, I'm going to. Tea or coffee? I actually hate coffee. I cannot stand it. So, I like sweetened iced tea. So if that counts. What would you or have you named your children? I want to name my child Rex, and then my dog Ryan. I just want to have completely ridiculous switch names. Rex, time for dinner. You want to go potty, Ryan? What sports do you play? What is your favorite book? I really like the Aragon series. It's a really good. I'm fucking obsessed with those. The movie is the shittiest thing I've ever seen, but the books are good. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Oh god, Game Theory, iJustine, Oh my god, let's go to my subscriptions. Let's just take a look. Let's see what's Jimmy Wetzel, Queen. I love Jimmy Wetzel. Let's see. The Gabby Show is pretty good. Candy Evie, Peanut Butter Gamer, A Drive. This girl Fatima Lakhani, because she posts Disney videos. Fatima is Queen. Let's see. I guess Screen Rant is pretty cool. I said Game Theory. I don't know. I guess I'm looking through my subscriptions. I have so many subscriptions I just don't watch. I need to clear it out, honestly, because there's so many videos that I just don't watch. But yeah, those ones. What is your favorite movie? I absolutely adore Spy and The Heat. Anything with Melissa McCarthy, Queen. How many times have I said Queen this podcast? Those movies I love. Oh god, I love a lot of movies. Pokemon the first movie, Mulan. There's a lot. There's definitely a lot. Yeah, anything Disney too also. Single or Taken? These are funny questions. I haven't had a boyfriend since like 7th grade, and he cheated on me after 2 weeks. So that counts. I've been single for a while. What's your idea of an ideal first date? I don't know, something cute. I don't know. Honestly, Pokemon hunting sounds like a great date. Nobody even plays it anymore except me. But like, I think that would be a really cute date. Just like dinner and a movie, you know, just something cute like that. I'm not too picky. Except, fun fact, you have to propose to me in Disneyland. I won't say yes anywhere except Disneyland. So, boys, if you interested. How many girlfriends or boyfriends? I had a girlfriend for 8 months in 6th grade. We hugged once and never hung out outside of a public setting. But 8 months. That's my longest running relationship. I've had like 3 girlfriends, 1 boyfriend. Yeah. Favorite memory from childhood? I don't know. There's not really one I can pick out in particular. A lot of times I hung out with my sister were really nice. Do you speak any other languages and how well? Whoa, voice crack. I'm going through puberty. No, I don't. I would love to, but I can't. I've tried. I can't do it. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have one sister. She's older than me. She currently just yelled at me from across the house that a relationship with a straight girl for 8 months doesn't count. I think it does. How would you describe your fashion sense? Chic, trash, mesh. I wear a lot of mesh. So like mesh, chic, trash, and I'm desperately trying to become better. Like, it's not working, but I'm trying. I'm trying really hard. I just don't have enough money to have a good fashion sense. Favorite restaurant. There's this place called Fajitas, and they have some good fajitas. If you couldn't guess, I think it's an Arizona only place. I think there's only one actually, but like every year for my birthday dinner, that's where we go. I love it. It's so good. Some of your favorite TV shows. I mean, we dedicated 15 minutes of the podcast to that already, so I'm gonna go to the next one. PC or Mac? PC. iOS versus Android. Android all the way. And yes, you might be asking, I am the guy who had the phone that exploded. If you didn't hear about it, Note 7s were exploding when you charged them. I had one. I still do. Got a replacement. And it's blue, and it's really pretty. Tell us one of your bad habits. There's a lot. I'm trying to think of a good one. I complain so much. Like, and I'll do what I need to do, but I just complain over and over all the time. I never stop complaining. It's kind of ridiculous just how much I complain. Like, I need to stop. Like, every single day I have work, you know what I do? I complain. You know what I do? Yeah, I complain. Yeah, oh, you know? Yeah, you have to go to school? Complain. Oh, I don't have any money because I spent it all on fucking Pokemon cards? Complain. I just complain about everything. And that is something that I need to work on. So guys, we're going to wrap up the podcast with that. Sorry there was a lot of like background noise and like weird like microphone booms and just all sorts of weird things going on. I usually don't ever record in my house. My house it's a loud place. I apologize for that. Hopefully next podcast we'll have Jane, maybe. I hope. Please, Jane, come back. I miss you. This was a mess. hopefully have Jane. I think we probably will. So light news week, we didn't cover too much, but you guys got to know a little bit more about me, which is fun. It's exciting. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope this episode didn't turn you off from this podcast too much. It wasn't horrible, but it was not the best. But guys, I'm going to go. Thank you all once again so much for coming, showing your support. But I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I love you so much, and I will see you 2 weeks from now. I love you guys. Bye-bye. It's lit.